Hello everybody and welcome back to another Binding of Isaac top 10 video. As you all know, it's a holiday season, so let's look at the top 10 synergies for the naughtiest item in the game, Lump of Coal. Lump of Coal is an item that increases the damage of tears the farther they are from Isaac's body. It's an item that will never be bad and only lives to benefit you, and it shows up pretty often since, let's be honest, Krampus appears on every run. As always, these videos are more to show off some awesome synergies than have a definitive top 10 list, so if you disagree with my choices or have a synergy that you love, let me know in the comments. Let's hop right in and look at all of the ways to make Lump of Coal the best item in the game. Honorable mentions. Usually I would put a caution section for synergies that are not very good with Lump of Coal, however I stand by what I said before. There's really no bad synergies with Lump of Coal. An honorable mention though is a bit of a weird one. Mom's Perfume is an item that we all know is a tier delayed down, which while it's good, is not really why it's an honorable mention here. Mom's Perfume gives Fear Shot, which will make enemies run away from Isaac. This then gives Lump of Coal a great ability to take action, as enemies will be farther away from you. It's not super reliable, but it is a kinda cool synergy and it's worth mentioning here. 10. CONTINUUM. Okay, granted, this one is really only great when you have a freakish amount of range, but it can still make Lump of Coal significantly better by providing a way for more travel time. Shooting into the walls can increase the distance the tears travel, which then does more damage with Lump of Coal. It does also require having an extended amount of range though, which unless you're me and get 12 Mom's lipsticks per run, that might be a problem for you. Number 9. Technology and Brimstone. Technology Lump of Coal is just a nice synergy. You may not notice it at an extreme, but it's just a bit of extra damage that can make a significant difference on your run. I personally enjoy using Technology and Tech 2 as long range items, and as we've qualified already, long range is the ideal scenario for Lump of Coal. This is exactly the same synergy as Brimstone and Lump of Coal. It's incredibly solid and good for the run, just not very exciting, which is why it appears this low on the list. Just hope you get the technology, not Brimstone for Christmas. Number 8. My Reflection. My Reflection is another fun synergy on this list. It's usually a fairly controversial item since there are several synergies that make it really awful, but Lump of Coal isn't one of them. Since the tier spends more time in the air, it gets more damage over time. Shooting it in the opposite direction than you're supposed to can make it travel more and thus do significantly more damage to enemies. It's a unique synergy and it's a ton of fun. Number 7. SOYMILK. I swear SOYMILK makes every single synergy list despite so many people hating it. Lump of Coal is actually one of its best synergies because it only applies straight damage to SOYMILK tiers. Any flat increases to damage are the best items for SOYMILK, and this is not an exception. This holiday season, would you all just embrace SOYMILK as a pretty okay item? Number 6. Rubber Cement. Oh look, there's a common theme here. Items that add more time to the tier's distance. Since Rubber Cement makes tears bounce around the room, it makes tears that don't hit enemies gain significant damage over time. Rubber Cement in general is just a super fun item, so I don't mind it being this high up on the list. You can seriously get some pretty stacked up damage with this synergy. I'm a big fan. Number 5. Tech X. Similar to Technology, Tech X is another great technological synergy with Lump of Coal. Tech X has a lot of synergies that depend on where the shot actually goes, not the damage it has. That made no sense, but it's fun. It's also enjoyable to have something like CONTINUUM and have a high rate of fire, as the shots will just get insanely powerful. This is a really fun synergy. Number 4. Pop. Bank Shot is a fun item in its own right and is even more fun with a synergy like Lump of Coal. The tiers are not capped at a limit for their damage, so as long as they're still floating around the screen, they're going to increase in damage and become billiard balls of doom. Add in an item like Godhead and it's actual obliteration. Yeah, I know, how often do you get Godhead, but still, super fun synergy and worth checking out for sure. Number 3. LUDO. Also featured in top 10 LUDO synergies, shameless plug I know, it's insanely good with Lump of Coal. especially with flight. There are some rooms you can stand in the corner and just stack up the long range damage that gets applied with how far your tier is from Isaac's body. It's always going to give a slight damage upgrade, and it's one of the items that makes LUDO one of my favorite items. Still don't really understand the hatred of LUDO from people. Number 2, Hookworm. I know it's not an item, but it is a trinket and it is a great synergy. Since Hookworm increases the range of shots by an absolutely ridiculous amount, it increases the damage of tiers by an absolutely ridiculous amount. It's hard to complain when you're doing upwards of 4 extra damage to every enemy. I mainly have it here at number 2 because it's not necessarily a popular synergy and I wanted to show it. It's worth a shot even though hookshot is usually frowned upon. Give it a try. And finally, number 1, Tiny Planet. Let's be honest, we all knew this would be here. It gives a large amount of range to Isaac that helps Lump of Coal take action. Since it circles around Isaac and the shots get bigger, they cover significantly more ground and hit more enemies with greater damage. It's another synergy that is just absolutely godly with SOYMILK, and you really haven't lived in Isaac unless you've had it. Get ready to absolutely tear up your run. As you can see, Lump of Coal is a really awesome item in Isaac, and there's a ton of synergies that go well with it. It really can't be a bad item. It only is there to benefit you, increasing your damage and making you obliterate enemies even more on every single run. If you guys enjoyed this top 10, let me know down in the comments down below, like the video, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. We'll be trying to pump out at least one top 10 every week because I've been like really bad at getting these out, and I want to start making more of them again because I know you guys really enjoy them. So let me know some ideas for some in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.